There's no excuse not to go outside today, so that's where we're going. Pretty. Check this out. Walking and driving. Ah! The camera's gonna fall over as soon as I go. But here I am. Thoughts from places. Beautiful day outside. You can hear a pin drop in here. It's pretty out here. Sounds like an Oriole. So I brought water, I brought fishing gear, I brought tackle box, I got Leatherman, I got everything I need. Gnats are out real strong today. So as a kid, we'd come by this pond all the time, and it was on Taft, which is where I used to live at my mom's. And we would never, oh cool, look at this. So that's where the pond water runs off when this pond floods. There's a tree down here. It reminds me of the broccoli tree. Here we are. So I left my phone in my car. Smart on me. So, this welcome address by Karl Paulnack, talking about music and the Greeks. There's a depth to the Greeks and what they say about music and how it works. The first people to understand how music really worked were the ancient Greeks. They focused on astronomy, the movement of outer objects. So as I sit here, I think about everything wiggling and just all the outer objects. Music is the study of the relationships between invisible, internal, hidden objects, things that we can't see. So feelings, stories, invisible, internal things. Music has a way of finding the big, invisible moving pieces inside our hearts and souls and helping us figure out the positions of things inside of us. So I'm focused on this relationship between everything external and everything internal, like my world and then the world outside myself. That's sort of like the lens that you have on the world, how you see everything, what lens you use to derive meaning. Art is a part of survival. Art is a part of the human spirit, an unquenchable expression of who we are. Art is one of the ways in which we say, I am alive, and my life has meaning. Oh, the moth. That was so cool, because music is something that is expressed through basically all cultures. Music is one of the ways we make sense of our lives, one of the ways in which we express feelings when we have no words, a way for us to understand things within our hearts when we cannot with our minds. Feelings and emotions and values to things that we don't get through just normal words, through speech. Music allows us to move around those big invisible pieces of ourselves and rearrange our insides so that we can express what we feel even when we can't talk about it. It says someone's going to walk into your concert hall and bring you a mind that is confused, a heart that is overwhelmed, a soul that is weary. Whether they go out whole again will depend partly on how well you do your craft. Music as itself is like a therapist for the human soul, a spiritual version of chiropractor, a physical therapist. Someone who works with our insides to see if they get things to line up, to see if we can come into harmony with ourselves and be happy and healthy. Karl thinks that music, because it's so deep and it's so internal to who we are, and it's beyond words, it's beyond an outside way of shaping things, that it's possible that music is the thing that can unite people and think of some things like empathy and listening and the common shared values that are really universal. If there is to be an understanding of how these invisible internal objects should fit together, I expect it will come from the artists, because that's what we do. Artists are the ones who might be able to help us with our internal, invisible lives and uniting us that deep in how we listen and how we understand the relationship between the outer world and what happens that can't be seen. Got weed stuck in my camera lens. Do you hear a Mavic? I hear it right there. There it is. Sounds like a giant flying wasp. There's two different kinds of belonging, is the way I look at it, right? There's the belonging you already have, because you come from this world. And then there's the belonging you create, which is a bonus on top of that, really. I don't even know who's next for this. So my music teacher retired on Friday, and he gave me that essay in high school, that Karl essay. And I still remember the lesson. Not as deeply as I do now, but I still remember it pretty well. It's all about the relationship between things, the context of things, and how they work together seems to be much more important than the things themselves. And I think that is true for values, things about character that are deeper than just the surface. There were some people fishing along the shoreline. Nothing, probably just panfish, small bluegill, maybe some bass in there, but didn't have enough time to commit really, because I gotta be back for Father's Day celebrations. So from a small other home-like pond that I used to see, and the infamous what seems like it would be the broccoli tree of this pond, because it is the only tree out in the center of the field, I notice. Keep being you, don't forget to be awesome, and we will see this person on Monday, if there is somebody. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.